Nama basima kutseku ereho mukongono wekitu anigajo ntekwe bando mwabya abaini banu kubasa mukanere byaho uti hakabya bake kandi abai cooperative mwabulahu yangabere sichuweni naba kama twintanting ngo mwandara mama hotola mama kanganye chiru chuweni, because we are coming to commission a very important item here. This important item, I call it important because it is in line with our program as NRM government of socio-economic transformation. Today, as you are aware, our government as NRM, we are now looking at that as the most important thing. NRM government has done a lot. Road network, you must have passed through Kasese municipality. Kasese municipality, we have now, I can say, one of the best road network. And all that we give credit to our NRM government, especially our leader, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Me, during my time as a member of parliament, we have benefited from World Bank. That road network in town, which is under USMIT project, has attracted 50 billion Uganda shillings. Now here, this program under NRDI, including this special item, we have a project here of $1.5 million. He has told me that this facility plus the equipment has costed 200 million. And they say that is value for money. Why am I saying there's value for money? There's a building, there's procurement of equipment. You are aware that us as MPs, we do oversight role. One of our role, constitutional role, is to give oversight on the government expenditure. On this one, I can firmly say value for money. Because it has equipment, it has a building. Much as I've not gone into detailed costing. But again, as far as our agenda is concerned of socio-economic transformation, this is where now we follow. The other item, trip landing, that is good. This is what they have done, training, all that is good. But the physical area for socio-economic transformation is here.
At first when we came, it was like a dream to the leaders of Kasese. But now I'm happy that when I was discussing with the chairperson, he was saying we are appreciating. So, Dr. Kalist, with a team, NRDI people, thank you so much for bringing hope to these people. When we are up there, I was not condemning you because at least you have achieved. We came with an idea of controlling water, the speed of water. That one I think we have achieved. And Rome was not built in one day. I think we can see we have a vision on where we are going. So I appreciate, but as a mother, I had to at least to mention about the challenges I've seen in our garden. Kasese of this group, Chanzuki, I want to congratulate you people. Njagala kuba kulita. Kubebalizako Katonda. I think you don't know what you have gotten. But the reason why you are here That is enough to show us that you appreciate what the government has done for you.
Yes.
Not so? Yes. So we can't just leave this machine, this factory. If we have such gardens, it will not have enough coffee. It will not give you much as I expect. So we need to work hand in hand to see that this factory is a victory to you, the people of Chanjuchi. Eh? Yes.
Itself was for the community, and the community itself, I saw it was for OBR, Obusengabarenzuru. And the community is the custodian of the land, because it is having a business part of it, the hot spring, where we get some daily fee from the visitors. And then that money, we use it to support the communities, especially in skilling the youth and women in the community. Before, the community, the women and the youth used it to participate in the destruction of the buffer zone along the river, cutting the water reeds, sell it, get to earn some living. But now at the moment, this community, this shed and the hot spring itself has now given over 40 jobs to the people around here. And now we can restore, because now they are no longer cutting the water reeds, and therefore it means we are participating well in the restoration of the buffer zone around the river. It has that component of the coffee people who visit to come and take some coffee here. We were receiving none, but because of the shade, we can now receive between 15 to 25 daily people who come to take some tea here. Coffee, yeah. Sorry, tea is And the other ones, among these, of course, as a community, they also pay some entry fee that they get there, including even the minister. We forgot that he's supposed to get a receipt, and but we shall give you. You have already paid. Then I'm happy as a chairman. Prove this last year, we at least earned around 56 million from the data collections. And this year we are projecting 100 million. And this 100 million is where now we want to get some money to support the community in the other circle that I've talked about. Then we also give some education funds to the needed. Especially we want to support those people, our peoples who fail to register senior 4, senior 6 and P7. We also want to support them there. And that is maybe briefly what I can give you. However, before I give you, before I end, we have some challenges also. We have a challenge of the big guard around here. If we paid there our entry, I hope you will also buy something from my people who are doing their crafts there, and other activities that we have been trying to do to restore the Nyamwamba community. And as an association, we also hope that within a short time this year, we want to start a circle that will still bring the community together for the savings and credit scheme. As a community also from the and it has created a very big and widening gully around here. So that gully is the problem to us, that at least if we can manage it very well by constructing a permanent wall, then the bamboos now can be planted on the side, then we shall have managed very well this widening gully around here. That is one of them. And at the same time, as an association, we have also developed our 5-year strategic plan to manage and control, protect and conserve the environment around here. But all this, we are aiming at improving our people's livelihoods, because we removed them from their water reeds cutting. We want to give them other businesses that
the alternative.
The result of River Nyamwamba bursting its banks, you can see we are now seeing beyond the box, that we can see how best can we continue surviving. The challenge we have had in Uganda is that people have been thinking everything should be done by government, little knowing that we are the government. And now that we are beginning to appreciate that, we are now moving and fitting into what you have put in place as government under the ways leadership of General Museveni, to ensure that our people can be seeing that the future lies in their hands, and therefore they should enter into the world of socio-economic transformation.
That government has injected in this project is $4 million. $4 million, if you compute at the exchange rate of 3,600, is around 14.4 billion shillings. Now, these service providers have divided the $4 million. The upstream, which is NRDI, took $1.5 million. The middle stream, which is WWF, took $1.3 million. And the MIFA took $1.2 million. You tally the three, that's $4 million. So when we are thanking the government for that special consideration, it's very important to announce how much government has injected. Very, very important. We don't need to leave it hanging. You see, government, thank you, thank you. Thank you, yes, but how much has government injected? Government has injected in this project $4 million, equivalent of 14.4 billion Uganda shillings. So we are grateful for that initiative, for that intervention, worth 14.4 billion. Likewise, when we come here, when you hear what these colleagues have done for this specific item we are about to commission, they have told us it has costed 80 million. When you look at what they have done, sensitizing the community, plus putting this facility in place, plus all the support, equivalent to 80 million, again, in my opinion, there's value. So why am I here to thank everybody? I'm thanking everybody. First of all, I've started with their own government. And this is very important. Had the government of Uganda, headed by our visionary leader, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, had he gone into negotiation with World Bank, wouldn't have got this 14.4 billion that would have come. So the first credit and the first thanking conveyed to him, to our president, to our NRM. Then I want to thank Minister of Water and Environment for having spearheaded this. I want to thank the service providers. Thank you, NRDI. Thank you, WWF. I will thank MIFA when after seeing what they have done. I don't want to thank you in advance. No. Now I'm thanking WWF. Thank you for the work well done. And for sensitizing our community. I was excited with the figures. I was told by the chair that last year entry fees were worth 56 million shillings. They are projecting 100 million shillings. This is revenue that's coming to this association. When they project 100 million shillings, it means they will be having an average of 8 to 9 million shillings per month. That's a lot of money. Now, because of WWF, these colleagues have been organized. There was disorganization. Everybody was a revenue collector. You come today, you pretend to be the boss, you collect for the day. Now, because of sensitization around, people have been organized into an association. Now they can declare what they can collect in a year. They can project what they will collect in a year. They can even project where the money will go, which was a big gap. For me, that is because they were associations. Our people have been organized into an association. They have even talked about doing skilling. Very exciting program. Looking at now this issue of planting trees. But alongside it, I was very excited. There's that element of economic development to the people affected. And this is the reason we have this project. It's taking up the component for economic development for the people alongside them who are affected, and they are giving them an alternative. Instead of degrading the environment, there's an alternative item to give them economic support. So we are here now in the midstream, and I have told you midstream overall. They have mentioned the many items: the fish ponds, planting of trees, bamboo trees, supply of beehives. That's when they are operating within that amount. I have also been told, Chief Guest, that this specific item we are looking at has costed us 80 million. While up, you had me making some validation. When I saw the facility with the equipment supplied, totaling to 200 million, in my opinion, I said there was value.
Already ways of ensuring that there is sustainability in the program, because they have already indicated what they intend to do and how they have moved ahead to have an extra mile of think about saving, and also ensuring that they can now give credit to other people that may want to take funds to do other development. And they have not only stopped at that, but they have gone ahead to skill the people so that they get skill that can help them to be able to create for what they did to eat tomorrow. And for us as local leaders, we are really grateful to the Ministry of Water and Environment and our development partners, WWF, NRD, and NIFA, for the work they have done along this in relation to the project we are undertaking. Whereas we
Thank you very much for that representation. And again, I want to take this opportunity to thank God also, because God does everything, good or bad, with an intention. The way the chairman of this association talked, the way they used it to disorganize the environment, I think God said that enough is enough. Let me wake up my people so that they can know that I gave them a good natural environment so that they can get and do some good use out of it. It was good that all of us, it opened our eyes, even the government, that we came up with such an idea. If it did happen, maybe we would have left it the way it was. So thank you so much. And MMF, also thank you so much for plus the ministry that have brought on board the community members. I think these people, they are good orators. They have said each and everything. Mobilized the support for my government, for our leaders. So what can I say else? Apart from requesting you that let us protect what we have gained jealously. Jealously, I have to emphasize jealously, because we can earn more money than the way we used to earn before we started this project. I will convey your message of appreciation to His Excellency the President, the way you have requested me. Yes, and the Commissioner, this is the way to go. We have to bring in order these people to appreciate countrywide, to appreciate that they have to protect their environment. They have to be brought on board with alternatives. Like there is no way you can say that stop making charcoal, stop charcoal burning without any alternative to these people, because they have to cook. So we have to bring them on board, sensitize them as we look for alternatives. So, and my ministry, I'm so grateful to my ministry, because it is the only ministry that decided to work hand in hand with these kingdoms. We started with Uganda, we signed an MOU with Toro, then of Singa.
I'm the country director for Worldwide Fund for Nature in Uganda. Today is an important day in our work as WWF Uganda. We are celebrating the handover of River Nyamwamba Integrated Water Catchment Project, which was started 2 years ago. It was a project under the Ministry of Water and Environment, funded by World Bank. WWF came on board because in the past we have worked with the government of Uganda, specifically Uganda Wildlife Authority, in the conservation of Mount Rwenzori National Park and other parks in Uganda. But this specific one happens to be the source from which River Nyamwamba generates or starts. And this river has been a stubborn river in the sense that every now and then it floods and causes havoc in the communities, with a lot of houses and homes taken away by the floods, with the deaths that has been reported over the last couple of years. And our intervention was basically working with the local government, local communities, in which we can actually address the challenge of excessive water in the river through river busting, just because the river banks have been degraded. And our work was making sure that we work with the communities to restore the degraded river banks. But in order for us to be able to achieve that, we also had to design nature-based interventions that first of all are able to restore the degraded banks through tree planting around the banks, including planting of bamboo, to make sure that we are able to restrain excessive water once there is flooding, that the water is not able to spill over in the communities and affect lives, but also affect crops and homes. Some of the programs basically was introducing and implementing livelihood projects, including beekeeping in the communities. We established a tourist visitor center, and the tourist visitor center basically working with the community near Kirengo, where which happens to be at the area that is also a hot spring, and traditionally it was literally like wasteland. But over time, because of this project, the communities have been able to utilize this visitor center. Now they have formed an association where they mobilize members. Currently, the membership of this community, of this association, is 207, out of which 107 are women and 100 are men. They have been able to work together. Previously, they were literally collecting no money as an association. But as I speak now, over the last 2 years, and having been trained on association mobilization and management, they have formed a committee. They are very active. They have put in place structures, and currently they have hired staff. At the moment, they are hiring about 40 employees who manage this tourist center. and currently they are generating about 56 million annually by managing this facility where the communities are generating income. Some of the activities, of course, which they did as WWF is training communities in the soil and water conservation, training them in enterprise management. I've talked about beekeeping, I've talked about soil and water conservation, and also fruit tree growing, vegetable growing, and also fish farming. And from all those interventions collectively together, the communities are benefiting and making money, at the same time ensuring that the river is being restored. So as WWF, we celebrate this day because it's an important milestone that alongside restoring the degraded river banks, but also the communities are generating revenue from the nature-based interventions, what we call nature-based, nature-positive investment.
Support activities along the way. The Kasese has been found to be marginalized, contributing to a rate of about 800 billion behind the rest of the country. To equalize just to make Kasese be like others. And the core issue is now that poverty plus hunger. There is a real threat of hunger here because of poor land use. So sustainable natural resource management is one area we look into as we move ahead, because this is just a foundation. Dr. Kasese and the minister are giving us, and we shall move along that way. In terms of hunger, people are really hungry and they are not doing well. And they are driving big numbers. Every day, many people are dead at the age of about 45. The reason is the living conditions and poverty. So the center must give us special support. Chairman, I have done part of your speech. Let me stop here. To the permission of the MC.
Has worked hand in hand with the Ministry of Water and Environment and Kasese local government, NDRI, WWF, and NIFA for a good work being done in trying to help the people of Kasese restore the river bank. I just wanted to remind the members that the overall objective of the project was to support communities in the Nyamwamba catchment area to ensure that the community comes up with a driven action to ensure the implementation of the catchment-based community and ensure that the people themselves would work to improving and ensure they conserve the environment of the river bank and restore the river banks to ensure that the people in the catchment area are a livelihood. There were many specific objectives around 5, but I'm not going into that. But straight away I want to thank the government of Uganda for giving us these resources, because these resources that were given to us have led us to achieve the following. One, that there has been capacity building of stakeholders and communities in undertaking the catchment-based activities to ensure that the community has done community-driven catchment management measures. We have also achieved the catchment rehabilitation through soil and water conservation measures, like you witnessed when you were in the upper stream. We have also restoration of the degradation of the land along the Nyamugasani catchment area. We have also ensure that there is alternative income livelihood for our people. Our people have been supported with beehives to engage in APRA as a source of livelihood. We are also engaged in the NHS saving technologies. We have also had growing of fruit trees that are helping our people to get fruits for consumption to address the issue of health. We have also given horticulture value chain for our community. We have also participated in ecotourism that you have witnessed in the mid-level, and we have also participated in agriculture to mitigate the challenges of the river floods of Nyamwamba. But we have not stopped at that. The technical staff, together with the groups and cooperative societies, have come up with a statement plan, the exit plan, to ensure that what will happen after the handover of this project. The sustainability plan or the sustainability initiative that has been put in place. The committee is fully sensitized on how to manage the environment along the river banks, and also trying to plant trees on our mountains, overseeing the area, and all these are done to help us ensure that the environment is protected. One thanks Ministry of Water and Environment for partnering with the Obsidian to ensure that they enter into an MOU to plant 10 million trees for over a period of 10 years, over a period of 5 years. I believe this will also go a long way of ensuring that we manage our environment very well. However, there are challenges, but to mitigate these challenges, we are already set to ensure that certain activities that have been started will be sustained up to the end of the project.